So Grace, before we start to film, are they going to be excited to see how old the eggs get?
Mhm.
Yeah?
Mhm.
Do you think they're ready for what we're going to tell them?
Yes.
You think so? I don't think so. Do you know why?
Why?
Because most people only keep eggs for a couple of weeks and they're scared that they'll get spoiled. Not as long as we've kept them. Do you think they're ready?
No.
No? Let's show them, okay?
Okay.
Hi, I'm Rita Peterson with Everything Homemade, and I'm going to show you what eggs look like that are 7 months old. Right, Grace?
Yes.
And I'm going to teach you what we did to store these eggs. So when the chickens don't lay in the winter, we still have eggs for our household. And it's very, very, very incredibly simple. And the burning question that everybody asks when they store eggs is, how long can you store your fresh chicken, duck, or guinea eggs for? I would say the oldest eggs that we have eaten were 8 months old. We spent in April, what did we do in April, Grace?
We stored eggs.
We stored eggs like crazy because that is one of the peak times of laying. We're in northern Alberta, Canada. We have a very short summer, long winter, and cold. We see temperatures between -40 to -50 degrees Celsius. In summer, we can have cool summers. We can have warmer summers. The weather is really, really staggered all over the map. The joke is that we have 4 winters because we have such a short summer. So getting high production or good production of your chickens is great, but then in the winter, what do? And for me personally, I don't like working against my chickens. They need a break. I can't expect my chicken to lay every single day. They need that break to just be a chicken, to rest, so that when spring comes, they lay like crazy, and when winter comes, some will lay, some won't, and that's okay. But we're a family of 8, we still need eggs. That's the key. So I did an experiment, because no one can answer my question. How long can I store eggs in the fridge for? So we did it with duck, guinea, and chicken. The ones that saved the best were the chicken and the guinea. The duck, for some reason, they had the most spoiled per carton. They had 2 eggs per carton that were spoiled. And my conclusion can come to that they're waterfowl and the eggs and their body is always moist at higher humidity. So even though we did not wash the eggs when we stored them, just like we didn't wash the chicken or the guinea, what I can conclude is that because of the moisture and maybe where they were laying, they're not near as, I mean, we get them as clean as we can, but they're definitely not near as clean as the chicken is. I'm guessing that created more spoilage. So this 2019 year, we're actually only going to keep chicken and guinea. We're not going to keep any duck, just because it's a higher spoilage in the egg. The chicken, I'm getting about 1 per every 3 to 4 cartons, which is a huge difference, and same with the guinea. So what did we do? So, what do we have in front here? These 2 eggs. Grace, where did we get these 2 eggs from?
Fresh from today.
Fresh from today, actually like a half an hour fresh.
Yeah.
Under a hen. So these here are like laid sometime today. These eggs here, if you can see on my carton, it says May 29th, 2018, C for chicken. So these are chicken eggs that we saved from May. So that's 7 months ago. And I'm going to show you the differences when we crack these open. Now, I'm going to crack some of these, and Grace are going to crack the 2 fresh ones. And we're going to make scrambled eggs for supper here tonight, just so we don't waste any eggs here. So, let's start cracking, and I'm going to show you. First, Grace, you're going to crack a fresh one. to show them a fresh egg. So go ahead. You're going to crack this one open and watch the egg coming out of the shell. That's an important key here. Yep. You see how quick that egg fell out of the shell? All together. Now let's examine this egg for a second. You see how clear it is. Here, the whites. You see how nice together the yolk is. Beautiful, fresh egg. Okay, let's put those shells away. Now I'm going to crack an older egg, 7 months old. Watch. Now, when you crack eggs that are old, you always want to crack them in a separate bowl just in case you have a bad one. The last thing I want to do is crack over here, put a mix of bad egg with a good egg. Okay, so again, take a look at what happens when the egg comes out. Now I'm going to try to open it towards you guys. Okay, one, it's stickier. Now I'm going to do that again to show you. Now look at this, okay? You see the color difference, and I'm going to put these two side by side. There is a slight coloration difference in the yolk, but not too much. It's still together, which is absolutely amazing. These ones you can't really tell as much, but the one that is 7 months old is a little darker due to what they're eating. They're outside. Well, this one's in the house. So let's crack another one here that is older, because I want to show you. I'm actually hoping for a not so great egg. Right here. You see that? You see how sticky that is? Okay. This one's not spoiled, but it's just about to be spoiled. This is a really good demonstration. Do you see the yellow bit around here? You see the discoloration of the yolk? This is not good for raw eating. Yes, you could get away with this in baking because there is no smell. It is not a rotten egg, but it's not a very good egg. So this one here, not so nice of an egg, not so great. So this is a really good demonstration. You saw how sticky it was coming out? So that is about borderline 7-8 months. That's just about as long as you want to go. So let me just get a separate bowl here. Another bowl here, and I'm just going to put this egg aside. So let's crack another older egg. Much nicer, less sticky, looking good. So this one looks awesome. Sometimes you also get them to stick a little bit, but this looks a lot nicer. So I'm just going to crack a random amount here. Then Grace is going to crack the last one. Because I'm going to make a quiche for supper here. I've decided as I'm filming to show you, just to use up these eggs. You saw how sticky, it was sticky, but it's no discoloration. So it's fine, and that's the key. The older the egg, they kind of stick, the membranes and stuff stick to the shell, but no discoloration, a good egg. And I am thrilled actually to crack a bad egg for you guys without even knowing. And sometimes you get so spoiled where they just smell. Again, another crack. Another cracked egg, looking good. Let's do this again. They're actually coming out really, really nice. So these are 7 months old, and I'm very impressed, and I will be storing eggs so simply like this here again. Again, had a little bit of stickiness there, not too bad. And you can see how yellow they were. And those are really healthy eggs because they were running around eating bugs all summer long. A little bit sticky there, Again, the yolk broke. A lot of times you see this too, where the yolk breaks a lot easier than fresh eggs, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. The color of the egg really is the sign. Again. Okay, one more in this dozen.
We can't fit very much more eggs in there, Mom.
Yeah, are we getting full?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, take a look. Looking good. Okay, so again, Grace, why don't you crack a fresh egg for them again? Wonderful. Try to crack it open towards them so we can film that a little bit better. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Yeah, just turn it this way and crack it towards them. There you go. Wonderful. Wonderful. Look at that.
That was a white chicken egg.
Yeah. Beautiful color. Holds together. You can always tell too, fresh eggs kind of, the yolk is more centered and it just holds really, really well together. And in it goes. So there's some eggs for our quiche tonight. And so there's one spoiled, was the spoiled one. One spoiled one, I would say, in that dozen, which is not bad when you're storing. For how easy it is, I would definitely do this again. There you have it. So we got as long as 8 months of storage. We had one bad egg in this dozen. We're doing about, again, one bad egg for every 3 dozen that we're doing for chicken, which is really good. And I would use them for cooking and for any kind of baking wise. Eating fresh after that 4 to 5 months just isn't as great. They have this slight aftertaste that isn't the most appealing. So after about 4 to 5 months, you've got to use them just in baking wise. And after that, you've got eggs, no matter what the season is, and easy to store. So that answers that question. And so if anyone tells you you can only store eggs for a couple of weeks or be scared that they'll spoil, is not true at all. Eggs that are unwashed, not dirty, stored 1 to 2 degrees in temperature, can hold easily for at least 8 months. Thanks for watching. I'd like to hear from you. I'll see you on the next video.